Western Conference battle at the New Orleans Arena. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And it's another road game.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Good.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
Outside, Jones. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And Valanciunas just needs a little bit of airspace. He's so big, easy for him to get to the rim.
Assist roll.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Working his way for a high percentage look. That's just smart basketball.
Man, that's a painted possession right there, a masterpiece, especially when the defense is not a factor.
And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get his shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to Williamson. Back to Jones. Shot clock at 5. Down low. Shoots it. And it's Williamson missing.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's McCollum. It's hauled in by Adams.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Alley-oop try. They retain possession. To the paint. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And Brandon Ingram at that size able to survey the entire floor and make a play.
Assisted.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Pelicans trail by 8. McCollum outside. Off target from three-point range.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
I've always wondered this, Brent, for the players, do they approach these early season games any differently than a game in, say, April?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I think you're still not in tip-top shape. You're still trying to figure out any additions to the roster that have been made in the offseason. And you're trying to find your own personal rhythm as to how this season is going to get started. So the approach for sure early on in the season is different than when you get to springtime.
New Orleans moving it around. Here's Valanciunas. No good. And Memphis the other way now. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
Here's Morant. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
As to Williamson. Launches a three. He can't hit that time.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Morant with the bucket. Morant's got 22 points.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. And
the Grizzlies, 22.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Oh, man, how about the mid-range jumper from these guys? It's on tonight, a huge part of their offense so far.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break, that'll add to your total in a hurry.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. Back to Adams. Pass to Morant. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game play.
They keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
Hey, Craig, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, there's been some interesting moves in the Bayou, and this team is set up a roster that I think has some great potential. There's a lot of talent, a lot of interesting players that are on this roster, and I'm excited for their future.
Here's Morant. Second chance shot. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Now,
Pelicans trailed by 12. Pass to Jones. And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams.
Memphis,
That's his first foul.
Steven Adams. First
Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone.
Team foul.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's foul number 2 for him.
Jose Alvarado.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. And he converts the layup. McCollum's got 10 points.
Third team foul.
You definitely saw New Orleans making calculated moves, Brent, in the trade.
Yeah, there's some perfect fits alongside what a healthy Zion Williamson will bring to the court. And so he's in there making that impact. There's a lot of complementary skill sets on this roster that will elevate them to being much more competitive sooner than you think. He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
And Morant throws it down.
And just so dynamic at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
Pass to Murphy. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And here's Nance. Adams defending. McCollum, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And that one's good. Morant.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. During Desmond Bane's first season, Greg, he shot over 43% from three-point territory.
And that was top 10 all time for a rookie. And Bane's three-point numbers went up in his second season. From the start of his career, Desmond's been a premier shooter.
And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. It's an 18-point game. Here's Morant. And the layup's good off the glass. Morant's got 39.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Count that one.
Assisted by.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And finished off by Williamson.
Yeah, it looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
And the shot goes down.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Pass to Nance. Over Adams. And it's blocked by Adams.
Well, the size of Steven Adams, one thing, but persistence is another.
That's tipped. Morant with the steal. Rebounded by McCollum. Here's Alvarado.
Memphis.
Over Bane. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one's on Morant.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Good on both. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the half.
Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
McCollum fires from way outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Memphis, cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made... Oh!
Yes, sir.
Out in the open court, few defenders can match up with Morant. He's too fast and skilled.
Banked in off the glass. Morant's got 4 points this quarter.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Yeah, I wish McCollum would sell microwaves because I'd buy one. That's what he does. He heats up in a hurry.
And that one's good. Morant.
Assisted.
How about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Pass to Williamson. Now Valanciunas. Jones for 3. It's hauled in by Adams.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And finished off by Morant.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Pass to Jones. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Ingram.
First personal foul. First team
Graham
foul.
with the ball. Back to Ingram. New Orleans moving the ball around. Now Graham. Clock at 4.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient.
Memphis.
Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. And with every season, Brand, it seems like the league gets more diverse and international. It certainly keeps the play interesting.
Well, the skill set of the younger players that come into the league is absolutely scintillating. And those different styles, those different techniques, that's the great thing about basketball, is that you can find something within each player that you'd like to steal or borrow, but it's unique to them.
Morant looking around. And it's good, 2 points. Morant's got 57 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Once Graham spots the opening, he is off and running and trying to beat the defense down the court with his speed.
Here's Morant. An easy 2 points on the layup. Morant's got 59 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Back to Ingram. It's stolen by Adams.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And it's Morant missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Valanciunas. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Valanciunas has got 6.
Valanciunas moving very well right there, able to slip by the defender. A little contact. That's not enough. He still gets the pin.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Valanciunas.
Good find by Graham there. Almost a sixth sense.
It is amazing how good a three-point shooter Jonas Valanciunas has become.
Well, he didn't attempt a 3 in his first 5 years in the NBA, and now he's shooting a ton of them. So he's got great feel, great touch, and it's done a lot to round out his game.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. The quick look, no good that time.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, my goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Graham from outside. And no good. And it's Memphis the other way. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 31 seconds left here in the third quarter.
For your Pelicans.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Assist from Santi Aldama.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. And it's Alvarado missing. Here's Morant. It's good.
Ja Morant.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
The end of the third
Ja
quarter.
Morant has been leading the charge, guys.